It's outrageous.
Outrageous how a New Mexico company twice mishandled an extremely dangerous material. And what they did the second time was a deliberate decision. News 13's Tim Maestas joins us live with tonight's special assignment.
Well, Dick, it was a simple job, but the company responsible made an unbelievable series of mistakes that's now costing them big time.
They were going through the churchyard, so we didn't really get to see what was going on down here.
No one bothered to tell Betty Babcock that half a block from her front door is ground zero for an environmental nightmare.
No, I didn't know anything about it.
The government didn't tell her, so we broke the news.
Are you serious?
It was an almost unbelievable dirty deed, complete with cover-ups and community dangers. The threat?
See how fine a powder that actually is?
Asbestos. The culprit, Advantage Asphalt, a Santa Fe-based paving company.
Why would they do something like that, knowing that it's asbestos and it's going to contaminate things?
Story begins 2 years ago here in the city of Bloomfield near Farmington. Bloomfield hired Advantage to improve the roads in Betty's neighborhood. During the construction, Advantage workers dug up a 400-foot section of old 4-inch concrete and asbestos pipe. The employees then trucked the pipe debris here, and they simply tossed the hazardous waste into a dumpster at Bloomfield High School. The trash was then picked up by a garbage truck and taken here, the San Juan Regional Landfill, where it was dumped in with the rest of the county's trash. However, an alert bulldozer driver noticed the suspicious construction waste and cried foul. Advantage was called back to haul the stuff out. You see, the landfill cannot legally accept asbestos. It's strictly regulated. Now, at this point, Advantage knew it had asbestos on its hands, but instead of following the law, the company broke it, blatantly creating an environmental time bomb for thousands of people living in Bloomfield.
So what do we do now?
Advantage hauled the dangerous debris right back to Betty's neighborhood, and then they dumped it in the middle of the street, just down the road from Betty's house. Wearing no protective clothing whatsoever, workers used heavy machinery and sledgehammers to pulverize the poisonous concrete in complete violation of environmental regulations. Jim Norton heads up New Mexico's Environmental Protection Division.
They were running over it to, break it up and crush it up, which is the last thing you should do with asbestos because that causes the fibers to get into the air.
When asbestos fibers are released into the air, they can become lodged in your lungs. That can eventually lead to lung disease and even cancer. After grinding up the pipe, Advantage shoveled the debris into plastic garbage bags. This time, the company hauled the stuff to another city dumpster here. That's where the Environment Department later discovered it. But this was not the company's only method of asbestos disposal. It also dumped about 1,000 cubic yards of dirt mixed with parts of the concrete pipe at this auction yard in Bloomfield. The owner thought he was getting clean fill dirt. Instead, he had to close for about 2 weeks while the mess was cleaned up.
The city did everything they were supposed to do, but Advantage Asphalt, we never even heard from those guys. Nothing.
The city of Bloomfield had to spend $170,000 to clean up the auction yard. Bloomfield Mayor Scott Eckstein says the city did not tell residents about the asbestos because it was afraid of lawsuits. That doesn't sit well with Betty Babcock.
The city should have definitely told us about this. And why they didn't, I have no idea.
Citizens should certainly have been notified.
Norton says the pavement company's behavior was inexcusable.
I was shocked. Yeah, I was shocked and disappointed because this kind of thing really shouldn't be happening in this day and age.
The Environment Department decided a few weeks ago to fine Advantage more than $800,000 for mishandling the asbestos.
This is one of the biggest penalties that we've issued for solid waste issues in the history of the Solid Waste Bureau.
Advantage owner Anthony Montoya did not return our call for comment. Tim, Advantage Asphalt has been in the news before. The Santa Fe County Sheriff's Department is investigating the company for allegedly doing shoddy road work and then submitting fraudulent bills to the county. Sheriff Greg Solano says he expects indictments in that case early next year. Back to you.
All right, Tim, and of course there are other twists to this story. Advantage Asphalt is also accused of kicking back money to the former Santa Fe County Public Works Director. And now there's more.